Hello guys, welcome back to our channel, and today we'll be working on a new question which is called insertion sort. So let's get started with insertion sort, and let me explain you how this algorithm works. So basically you are given an unsorted array and you will need to sort it using an insertion sort algorithm. So you all very well know what is sorting. So you are given an array, let's say 6, 5, 4 and 3. So you need to sort this array so it would look like 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can use different varieties of algorithms, different kind of logical approach, but I think we need to solve it right now during we need to solve it using the insertion sort. So let's see the insertion sort algorithm. So what does an insertion sort algorithm says? It says like if two elements, like let's say there's two elements, if an element which is ahead of the second element, let's take this element, if this element is greater than this, if the first element is greater than the second element, you need to just push the first element to the right. So so let me show you how it looks. So if this, we have an array, this is our array, and so we need to perform an insertion sort over this array. So the first element is 6, the second element is 5th. So you can see the 6th is greater than 5, 6 is greater than 5. So we'll push 6 onto the right hand side, so onto the first index, so it will become 6, 6, 4, 3, our new array. And meanwhile, during this process, we will be storing the 5 value in another variable. Let's take key, and then later on we'll be just changing the key and replacing to the 0th index. So later on it will become 5, 6, 4, 3. So the concept is very clear. You need to just push the element which is greater to the right hand side. So let's see the algorithm. Let me write the algorithm for you guys. So we'll be using x in range 1 to length of array, and then we'll start with, so we are starting with the first index. So we are starting with the first index. Okay, so we are starting with the first index from here to here. So this will be our x. This will be our x, and the second one will keep here. So it will be basically x minus 1. This point will be x minus 1. So we can use y for that, x minus 1. So and we will also be storing this value somewhere. Let's take a variable which is key, because once we move the bigger element on the right hand side, so we won't be able to get this value. So we need to store this value somewhere, so later on we can replace it to the 0th index and it will be sorted. So first let's take key is equal to array of for the first index, the x. So and then we'll initialize j, which is x minus 1. Now we'll check conditions while j is greater or equal to 0 and array of j is greater than key. If this is the case, we'll just replace array of j plus 1 with array of j, and we'll decrement, and then we'll array of j is equal to key. So let's see how it works. So let me explain you briefly over here within our array. So let's take 6, 5, 4, 3. So the length is 4. So we'll start with the first. So our first value will be of x equal to 1, and y will be x minus 1, which will be 1 minus 1 equal to 0. So now let's get started with the while loop. So while says while 0 is greater or equal to 0 and array of j. Array of j is array of j. Okay, I wrote j. Okay, no worries, it's y. Let's take it as y. I wrote as y, sorry guys, y. Okay, all good. Okay, I declare y. Okay, cool. So let's take array of I. So array of y is right now y is 0. So array of 0 if greater than key. So if you see this, array of 0 is 6. This will be the same. So 6 is greater than 5. So we'll just array of j plus 1 is equal to array of j. So array of j plus 1 is what? Array of j plus, right now y value is 0. So 0 plus 1 is equal to array of y. So array of 1 equal to array of 0. So array of 1 is 5. So array of 1 will be, so array of 0 will be array of 1. So array of 1 now will be 6. So our values are 6, 6, 4, 3. You can see it was 6, 5, 4, 3. We first compared these two elements and we saw like the 6 is greater than 5, and we'll push, then we just push the elements on the right hand side. So we have 6, 6, 4, 3. Now this is done. Till here this is done. This is done. Now we'll decrement, right? Till here the j value was 0. Here it will be 0 minus 1, which will be minus 1. And it will terminate the loop because minus 1 is not greater than 0. And will terminate the loop and it will come here. Okay, so here it will be y plus 1. So when it comes here, the y value was minus 1. So it will be minus 1 plus 1 will be our key. So let me tell you. So here our array was 6, 6, 4, 3. Just see properly. So array of minus 1 plus 1. Make sure it was array of y plus 1 equal to key. I forgot to write plus 1. And you can see 6, 6, 4, 3. So minus 1 plus 1 is 0. So array of 0. The key. What was the key value which we have stored here when we were starting? Which was array of x. An array of x was 1, so key value was array of x. So x was 1, so key value was 5. So we stored the key value 5. So it will be 5, 6, 4, 3. So this is the first iteration. So now x will be incremented. So it was 1, it will become 2, and y will also will become 1 because 2 minus 1, 1. Same, it will become 5, 6, 4, 3, and it will start from here. This 2, you'll see 6 is greater than 4, so we'll just replace 4 with 6, so it will become 6, 6, 4, 3, and still we are here. And we'll see we have covered this position, so we'll move j value j minus minus, so it will come here, and it will again compare with 6 with 5 and 4. So 5 is greater than 4. 4 is basically our key value as I wrote in the code, and if 5 is greater than 4, so we'll push 5 on the right hand side, so it will become 5, 5, 6, 4, and it will be j minus minus will become minus 1. So minus 1 plus 1, so array of 0 will be key again, so it will be 3, 5, 6, 4. So 3, 5, 6, 4. Again we'll start from here. It will compare with this value, it is greater, so it will become 3, 5, 6, 6. Now j will decrement, it will come to 5. Again it will compare with 5 and 4, so it will compare with 5 and 4. So 5 is greater than 4, so it will become 3, 5, 5, 6, because we are shifting the value to the right hand side. Note, we are not comparing this to value, we are comparing the values with the key. Make sure. the one which the x is pointing to. Right now it's pointing to the last index. So last index was before 4, not 6, 4. So this is key right now. So it was replaced by 6 because it was smaller. And again 5 5, so the most highest element was shifted to the right hand side, so it become 3 5 5 6. Now we'll go here, so it will compare is 3 greater than 4, which is nothing, no, and then it will be j minus minus, so j will become -1. So again it will go to our loop, which will be, sorry, the iteration, which will be j plus 1 is equal to key. So array of -1 plus 1 equal to key. So array of 0 equal to key. So array of 0 will be our key. So key was 3. So it will become 3 4 5 and 6. I hope I made you understand easily. If you feel any issues regarding understanding this problem, feel free to comment. Thank you guys, and let's go to our Coding Ninjas platform and try to execute this program. Thank you. Here is the insertion sort, and you can see in which companies this question has been asked. So we have Infosys, Accenture, Capgemini, and many other 3 more companies. So you can find it out, and we have wrote the code over here. So let me tell you very shortly. So we are finding the length of an array. We are running the for loop. We are putting j as x minus 1, which will be just one index before the x index, and then we are putting key is equal to array of x, which will be this values, and then we are implementing a condition for the while loop for checking the previous value. We are just decrementing it, and then we are just returning the array. So let's try to run. So it passes all the test cases. So let's submit. Okay guys, so it was good, but you can see this is not the best run time. It's 752 milliseconds. We can even optimize it more further. Like you can see many other users who have optimized it to 440 milliseconds also. So this was the one way to solve the problem. The order complexity, the time complexity of this code is order of n square, and this is not the only way to solve this problem. You can solve it in many ways and more optimized way. This is just one type of solution which you can use it for your reference. So guys, thank you. This is for it for today. Bye.